I have been teasing this for a little while, but now I am finally going to talk about it. The other day, I got the new LEGO Marvel Avengers Endgame Final Battle 2025 set. Now, this set has gotten quite a bit of hate online, especially from LEGO Marvel fans.
This is probably the most hated Marvel set that I can think of in a very, very, very long time.
Does this look like $100 worth of Lego to you? It certainly doesn't to me.
And this is easily the worst large LEGO Marvel set in quite a while. There's just so many terrible choices with this set, which feels ridiculously overpriced. And the minifigure selection and builds are both awful.
Not only are some of the minifigures not accurate to their scenes in the movie, but also the minifigures are not as fully detailed or printed as even the prior versions of the minifigures were previously.
And so because of all these reactions, I wanted to see for myself whether I'm gonna like this set or not. But if you have been following me for a little bit, then you may have known I have talked down a little bit on this set in previous videos. I mean, this set reusing the wrong minifigures is a similar situation to this upcoming set, where that set decided to reuse the wrong versions of Captain America, Black Panther, and Doctor Strange. The builds here are at least a little more interesting than the other Endgame set. But now that I finally have the set in hand, what do I think of it? Well, in my opinion, this set is better in person than it is from initial pictures. Although I still stand by there should have been a little bit more done with the build, like maybe have a small section of the Avengers compound. And to be fair, we kind of get that with the Avengers logo right there, but that's not really much. But this is not going to be a full review of the set. You read the title of this video, and now let's talk about the elephant in the room, the minifigures. Now, this is probably the most controversial part of the set, and that's the fact that most of the minifigures here are reuses, and only 3 of them are new and exclusive so far. Now, I've talked down on reused minifigures before on this channel, but let me just clarify, I don't have a problem with reused minifigures as long as they fit within the context of the set. And while some of them do fit in with this set, like these ones right here, these ones are just straight up inaccurate. Captain America is reusing his Age of Ultron outfit, Doctor Strange is reusing his Multiverse of Madness outfit, and Black Panther is, well, I guess this is LEGO's own design because I don't know what this is based off of. So, how do we fix these minifigures? Well, it's actually pretty simple. Just replace them with the accurate Endgame versions of these characters. And here are the sets that these minifigures originally came in. Also, I'd like to point out, Captain America has this print that's supposed to represent his broken shield from Avengers Endgame. So for those of you wondering, here's how it looks on Endgame Cap. Also, I wanted to point a couple of things out with some of the other minifigures. Scarlet Witch doesn't have her waist cape piece, but luckily if you do have the version with the waist cape piece, then you're pretty much covered. Also, here are the 2 sets she came out in if you were wondering. Another thing I wanted to point out is with one of the new minifigures, Ant-Man, and it's that he doesn't have any leg printing. So I decided to take the legs from the previous Ant-Man minifigure and put him on the new figure. And honestly, this does make the figure look better, except the red on the legs does look slightly brighter than the red on the torso. I don't know, let me know what you think about that in the comments. One last thing that I wanted to point out is regarding the Iron Spider-Man minifigure, and it's that he doesn't have arm printing like most Spider-Man minifigures do, but thankfully that won't be a problem for long, and that's because the Iron Spider-Man bust that's coming out in August includes this same minifigure except with arm printing. So if you want to get a better version of this minifigure, then you'll have to wait until August 1st to get that set. But with that said, here are all the minifigures that I have updated, which is a total of 5. Honestly, these little changes makes the minifigure selection look a lot better, and here they are with the rest of the figures in the set. And now this makes the minifigure selection look a lot more complete, and a lot more accurate to Avengers Endgame. Also, one more thing I wanted to point out is that you can put more minifigures on this build. So here are some examples of minifigures that I added to the set. Let me just clarify, none of these minifigures that I'm showing you come in this set. I'm just giving you some examples of some more minifigures that you could put in the scene. Since there are so many characters in the scene that this set is based off, you can pretty much do anything you want with it. And that's actually what I like about the build in this set. Sure, I said there could have been a little bit more done with it, but at the same time, there's a lot more space for more characters. Who knew the build's biggest weakness could also be the build's biggest strength? But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. This has been a little bit longer than my usual videos that I do, and that's because I had a little more to say than usual. So if you guys bought this set and if you wanted to make improvements to it, then let me know if this video was any help to you. But anyways, I think that's gonna do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.